Hi everybody, welcome back to Honda Town. Thanks for tuning us in. As you guys can see, it's not first thing in the morning. In the summertime, I like to get out here early because it's hot. As I'm sure many people know around this part of the world, we get the hot August nights. Hot August nights are no fun. It's 90 plus degrees until 10 o'clock. It just hurts to be outside. It's painful. Not fun. It's 85 degrees tonight. Shop needed a little tending. I'm watching some Boosted Boys. That's Kyle. Kyle's one of my favorite Boosted Boys. He is the head chief, and they're working on his Detroit diesel there. His old tow rig. It had a lot of miles on it from towing all over the country. And, yeah, they burn up the bottom end real bad. They're putting a fresh one in. Checking it out. It's going to be good to go here soon. Ah, yeah. Everybody's looking good around here. Miss Dagwood looking good. Yep, Miss Blondie looking good. Looking real good. Still waiting on that petcock so we can fire it up and make some noise. I want to hear this thing so bad. It sounds awesome and revs right up. It actually revs faster than this one, I think, and this one. I'm not sure what's in this engine or if it just could be the way I have it tuned up, but man, with this pipe, it revs up super fast. So I want to ride it. Need that petcock very soon, hopefully. So over here today, kind of what I was trying to figure out. You guys can see all's good up here. Got everything tied up. Just waiting on my lines to get here. As soon as those get here, we can fire it up, make some noise. But yeah. This bike has had quite a bit of work done to it. The tail has been totally changed. The lights, it's got a blue dot. We put that blue dot in there years ago. And I'll show you guys here. I've been working on the blinkers for a bit, just trying to get the blinkers to work. They kind of worked before, but now there's LED. If I put incandescent bulbs in everything, it'll work. But you can't get them for these housings anymore. They take, let me see if I can find one here. One sec, please, guys. Because I had some over here in my stuff. Let me see if it's right here. Thinks yes, right here. Here they are. Yep, 1157s. Okay. These are LEDs, guys, that I have made. As you guys can see, it's a dual filament bulb. And I use an LED because the incandescents are not available anymore. This bike, excuse me, beard my mouth. This bike had orange incandescent bulbs in the housing stock. The bulbs are orange. They're amber bulbs stock. So those aren't available anymore. They're really tough to find. The ones we had in here, in the front and the back, in these different housings, they were working fine until these front ones got some water in them. They kind of quit working, and it didn't blink anymore. And Tad just rode it like that for a long time because the back was still working. The fronts weren't because the bulbs were bad. And yeah, kind of annoying. And now I put the LEDs in all the way around, and I changed out down here. That's an LED flasher that I put in. It's actually adjustable. It's a DC 12 volt CAN bus flasher. FM, FM. They call them the FM, but it's a frequency modulator, not FM radio. Frequency modulation is how they change the. It's adjustable, so you can adjust the flash rate, and I've used them on lots of bikes. Many bikes that I've built in the past, I've used those exact flashers, And I looked him up, and it was a plug-in module for this bike, so shouldn't have been a problem. Yeah, it doesn't work. Let's just see here what it does. So everything turns on. All's good there. He's even got some lights down here too, so yeah, it got a little glow. All works back here. Both the taillights come on. Let me just set you guys up here, so you guys can get a shot of what we're talking about here. Okay, so both lights come on. Both of these come on with the amber, or with the parking light, with the key. So everything turns on with the key. Everything turns on with the brake light, so it's all good. Then I go to turn on the blinkers. I'm going to turn on the blinker to the left blinker. This one should light up and blink. No. So I'm going to turn on that one. So that one should light up and blink. No. Reset. Okay, this one again. No. And also, just show you guys up here, I have never seen this before. See if I can get you guys up here where you can kind of see. Oh, that's too bright with the headlight. Let me just go ahead and turn it on here. So we're going to turn it on this way. So this one over here should be blinking. And they both light up. Reset. Okay, so we're going to turn on so that one should blink. And yeah, everything lights up. I'm kind of not sure. I've done a lot of this in the past. I've done a lot of wiring. I've done a lot of all of that. And I can understand how this works with the brake light, the tail light, and the sequential for the LED, for the blink. How it's turning on all of them and the front ones. The parking lights don't turn on the front ones, so I know it's not the parking light circuit that it's activating, because I'll just show you guys here. Just one more sec here, turn the key on. Everything turns on there. Everything turns on back here. Well, I mean, I got my reset that there. That was still on. Okay, so there's my parking light. So everything's on, and they're off up here. If anybody has an idea on a different module, I think it possibly is this flasher module. And these are just some cheap ones I ordered from eBay, and I've used them on all kinds of stuff, and I've really never had a problem with them. Dagwood has one right now, and it works totally fine. Actually, this one does too. Let me just show you guys here. Oh, fuel pump's on. Turn fuel pump off. This one actually has, this is my blinker switch right here. You guys see it blinking? Turn on the other side here. See it blinking down there? Blinks under the fairing. My taillights are under the fairing. My main brake light is back here, lights up real bright, but my blinkers are kind of down in there. But yeah. Turn that off. Even my turbo race bike has LED blinkers, guys. I should be able to figure this out. I'm going to have to dig up the schematic for the Triumph and try and figure out what they got going on with the wiring, because everything up to the tail, the stuff underneath the seat, it's all stock. The only thing that's been changed really is the stuff on the bars, but it hasn't been changed. It's just moved in. Because the The bars are way more narrow, but everything worked fine. Once again, when I had, you see if I have just a regular incandescent, just so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Over here in my box of goodies. Pretty sure I saw one right. Yep, right here. That's an incandescent. Just a regular old bulb, single filament. Put power to it, lights up, no big deal. You know, that's the way everything used to work. Here's some other LEDs. These are a brighter LED. And let me just see if I have any others just to show you guys, because I thought I had some. There's an LED plate I use for some brake lights. It lights up really bright. Lights up red. And let me see. Or this one. Yeah, this one actually. See, it says bulbs on it. But these have a little bit of everything. Here's one of them actually. That's one of the amber incandescents. You can see how it's almost... Actually, here's another. Here's a bigger one. That's a bigger 1157 incandescent. Amber. So, I kept this one just to... I forgot that I put it in the drawer there. But as you can see, that some of the amber is about gone because it just gets cooked off over time. I think this one might still work, but we were trying to change it over to the LED so that we can, you know, have bulbs that we can replace because these are not available anymore. We were able to search and find these before and order from a supplier, and we ordered what they had, and they're gone now. If anybody knows where to get these, clue me in. Send me a message, because these things are tough to find. And if we could just find a box of these, I could change all this back out, do away with the LEDs, and be done. So, yeah. Yeah. And of course, it's not a big deal because Tad's used hand signals for a long time. The brake lights work fine. The headlight's super bright. It's got a daymaker up here. If you guys could see there, it's really bright. It's got the halo ring with the daymaker. I did all that too. I custom made all that in the factory Triumph housing. It's a Harley Daymaker bulb in the Triumph housing. I can do all that, guys. That's not a problem. These blinkers are throwing me for a loop. Ugh. And also, I got sitting up here. Let me just show you guys right here. This is what the oil line that I cut off right here. The way that I was saying that it was locked in. This is what it looks like from the factory. This end's cut off. You can see the line comes down. The crimp is here. I cut the crimp in half. I don't cut the line. That's where I was just pulling it apart. I barely cut into it there, but I don't split it. I use... Oh, there, it's back there behind my TV. Back there in its hiding spot. Right there. Kyle's messing with his big old diesel turbo, too. Those big old diesel turbos are neat. But the die grinder with the thing cutoff wheel, I can come in here, slit these, crack them open, pop them off, be able to slide the tubing off the fitting, and be able to get it all apart without destroying my fitting. As you see, we're all good to go. Just need my line. And also, too, I'll show you guys over here. Got my regulator tied all up in. Everything's all good. Once I get my line back on there, we're going to be bueno. Muy bueno. So, yeah, these lines are gone. The new line will screw on and have the Aend fitting, unlike these with the crimped on fitting. So, you'll be able to change it and move it, and it makes it way easier. So, we're going to be good to go. And I also got this fitting right here. This one goes on the turbo bike. On the inlet of the turbo, it moves the oil line to the side and gets it. Right now it kind of comes back, goes up towards the manifold and makes a real tight bend. That's going to become my tight bend. It'll move it away from the manifold. All's going to be good. Just need to plumb that in. Right down there. Plumb that in so that this line comes this way and comes away from my manifold. All's going to be good. That's just going to go right there. Boop. Be good to go. And that's got the Aend fitting on it also. I love using the Aend. It's Army Navy. It's a tapered fitting. It's a taper. And when that taper locks in, it doesn't leak. Locks in perfect. I don't know how it works so good, but it does. So that's what we're going to do. And over here too, yeah, it says Jobe. If you guys ever hear me referring to Tim, he's my uncle. He's Jobe. He's got some neat stuff too. I show you a pic. Here you go. Yeah, he loves that Mopar. He loves that Harley. He's a true American. Miss you, Tim. Need to come see you and Grandpa. Everybody else too. He works out in the country. He gets all up in that farm dirt. He works on farm stuff. He does agricultural everything. You guys need something fixed out in the farm world, and you're in Illinois, give him a call. He'll be able to, if he can't come right to you and help you out, he'll be able to get you referred to the person that will be able to help you out, because it's what he does. It's what he's done for a long time now. Jobe Sales and Service. They sell stuff, and they also do all the equipment manufacturing, you know, or equipment, the maintenance, taking care of it, keeping it running, so we can get out and make noise. And he sent me some goodies. Of course. Yep, as always. And he seen me painting with my COVID mask on. He didn't approve my COVID mask. He said, Benjamin. Yeah, we got some good ones now. It looks like these are from Milwaukee. Can't wait to give those a try. Those are really nice. And this, he said, give this a try. It's new Lawson anti-seize, spray-on anti-seize. They've been using it on all kinds of stuff for couplers and whatever, chains. Says this stuff works great. And it works better than most anti-seize because it is spray. And it really gets down in there. And Lawson Lubricant, we're going to give it a try. I got plenty of chains that need a little love, so we're going to give them a hit. And right here, Jobe Sales and Service, 217-473-1389. Working on them silos, keep that grain flowing. Yep. He sent me some other goodies too. Right there. West Walnut, Jacksonville, Illinois. Good old farm country where I grew up. I grew up in Carrollton, just down the way from Jacksonville. But they're right in the middle of America, where that's where almost all of the wheat, corn, and there's some sorghum, there's some soybean, lots of soybean actually, but mostly corn nowadays for ethanol and corn syrup, corn syrup for soda. We also, my other portion of my family, other side, we have a big farm still outside of Jerseyville and Carrollton, and that's all we farm now is corn and soybean. And the corn is all for ethanol fuels and soda pop. We all love drinking a nice cold frosty soda or a beer. I like my sodies. And a lot of corn syrup goes for soda now. It's kind of crazy. Most of it used to just go for feed and food pellets for different animals and whatnot. I think some of it might still go to that, but most of it goes to fuel and corn syrup. So I'm out there growing corn for America so we can all burn some fuel and sip some sodas, guys. You're welcome. Yeah, so recap, new lines. We're going to hopefully get some lights figured out for this thing so we can really get it working properly, because it's being kind of goofy. Yeah. I love all of them so much. I just can't even tell you. Especially this bugger right back here. I mean, Mr. Chiro, you know, he's just amazing. But I've really developed It's getting dark out here. Feels good too. Feels really good actually. I've really developed quite a love for this motorcycle, guys. I think too, something about the fact that I'm from 1978. He is too. I really need to look up the year that it was actually finished production. I haven't looked at the, I don't think it's on the VIN stamp on that one. We're about the same age. We've been through some stuff. He done been taken apart and left in some boxes. I done been run over by a couple vehicles. Last one was a big old semi-truck on the highway. I got left for dead. I'm still here. We got to bring him back too. Get him out there on the street, make some noise. Which he does a wonderful job at, guys. As soon as we get this one done, me and Tad are going to go for a little ride. It's going to be a pretty cool little spot I'll show you guys where here shortly, because I want to go out and look at some stuff. Because there's just more going for the future. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Always way more to come from Honda Town, as usual. Thanks for watching. Let's ride.
My door is open. You can come in if you please. My home is your home. You're welcome here with me. I'll ask no questions. I don't care where you've been. I'm just happy to have you here. Know this, my friend. You are valued. You are seen. You are safe here next to me. You are unique, more than enough. You are you, and you matter. You are loved. Oh, you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. I'll leave the light on in case your journey becomes dark and you somehow lose your way, forget where you are. I will be